Ora, boas pessoal, aqui fala Poison com mais um vídeo. Estamos na parte 8 já, no primeiro dia de WWE 2K25. Mais uma vez um beijo bem grande para a Ritinha. Tornou isto possível hoje e no resto dos dias. Estamos de volta com Showcase. Bloodline da Wild Samoans estão para batalhar contra os Dudley Boys num Dream Match que iria acontecer no dia de hoje se eles ainda estivessem a lutar. Portanto, vamos agora só aproveitar o resto do showcase e ver se conseguimos ainda esta noite acabarmos o showcase com alguma sorte. Ainda falta alguns, portanto, quem sabe, não é? Espero que estejam a gostar. Bem assentos na cadeira com algumas pipocas e vamos à ação. Bora lá.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared? The deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Atha after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Oh, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight. Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit? Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afa and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans. Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two on two tables. Match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. This is dangerous territory for both athletes. The ring apron.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads.
Sky high.
And completely missed the mark.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
On the top.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Countered right when it was needed. Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Front kick. Beautiful. Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey. Do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
Well, this is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually...
Look out! Punch right... Gosh, what impact! Did you guys feel the rumble from that impact? And what a maneuver we just saw there. Headed back to the ring.
Back elbow smash, nothing fancy.
Oh, this is nasty. Somebody's got to put a stop to this. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley boys' legacy even further.
Moving into the ring. And a counter by Alpha. Right with the point of the elbow. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. That's something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat. Well, if a shortcut presents itself, you better take it.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
He puts him into the corner.
Rotate things into the ring.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
I guarantee that chair is not going to be used like it was designed for.
He took the worst of that impact.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. They're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. He looks absolutely dead on his feet.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
He's really filling up.
High dive into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley boys in there.
Here it is. Locked in the ankle. Sky high.
All the way down on the floor.
This can't be good. They just missed one.
Slides out the back door and he is free.
The Dudley boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. And Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Hoisted up high here.
We've only seen a few blows land above the net.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game. Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant one way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley.
Carmelo Hayes.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wesley, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wesley to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable if he wants that championship. He's got two sets of eyes watching his every move, so he needs to outmaneuver both Melo and Trick to succeed. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown." And Melo, look at this!
Somersault plunge onto the floor.
Absolutely reckless abandon, and it paid off.
Adrenaline's at a peak right now. Some mental chess here from Sikoa. Oh, the ref getting in the middle of it.
and Carmelo gets stifled.
Sikoa taking command, and Melo is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
Kick gets caught.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
What a way to get out of that one.
Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
For the title. New champ.
What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him. Getting put down by surprise.
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of the submission here? Unmitigated.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Man.
Targeting the throat there.
Captures the clothesline.
Oh, what a Spanish fly. Great counter.
He's still reeling, and more punishment is incoming.
Boom, what a punch.
Trading back and forth blows now.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Placing him in the corner. Clothesline in the corner. What a main.
Looking to end this.
And into the pin. Title on the line. Oh, he could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Oh, and a spinning
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
From the top.
Samoan splash by Solo Sikoa. They just got as bad as it could for the champ.
No, my, that was close.
The title still hanging in the balance.
Resilience of a champion on display.
A new strategy is needed right about now if that couldn't end things.
And there was some force on that move.
2.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
As Melo would say, if you call your shot.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood
Wrestling him down.
It's cinched in. This could be over.
Roman Reigns could be on the verge of tapping out.
Is the tribal chief done for? Is Reigns gonna submit? Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Roman Reigns, 516 days as Universal Champion, putting the title on the line against his former Shield brother, Seth freaking Rollins. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of it?
Oh, for the title!
The champ avoiding a 1 count.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
From the top.
Sidesteps.
Delivers the backbreaker.
He'll make his way to the ring. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Oh, that'll wake you up.
repeated elbows to the lower back. And the forearm smash.
Cranking the head. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Picked up and being carried around now.
All the way down.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
And slides back into the ring.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
He can be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Rollins is feeding off the WWE Universe. Now's the time to beat the count.
Get this back into the ring now. He gets back in right before the count.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke. There it is.
Now the pin.
Amazing.
Now the pin for the championship. And the champ beats the count early.
What is it going to take to put him away? Pedigree! Seth with a big
Pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
Quick shoulder up.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
Rollins lining it up. Here it comes.
Oh, Seth Rollins with a massive stop.
He might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Oh, kick out at two.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being proven right now.
More like the champions proving that sooner perish than lose their title.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
Oh, no. He is in a bad way. Well, he got busted wide open by that attack.
Rollins lands hard ringside.
Now heading outside. Ooh!
Champ close to ending it here.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless. Now, Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal.
Superman punch!
Consider your title dreams dashed after that.
Looking for the pin.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG Bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue Bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
Portanto, pessoal, temos o poder de decidir quem é que vai reinar o reino de Bloodline. É assim, neste caso, vamos optar mesmo pelo Roman Reigns. Sinceramente, andei a pensar nisso e acho que nunca daria ao Solo Sikoa essa chance, sinceramente. Portanto, acho que 99% das pessoas vão fazer o mesmo. Roman Reigns seria o líder. Portanto, vamos com isso. Vamos com esta escolha.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief. But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman.
He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole.
Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and from the top.
He paid for that high risk. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi? I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Ooh. Face first. Wow, what agility. And just like that, we've kicked the tempo up a notch. Oh, spear! Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Jacob Fatu in a compromised position.
Sharp clothesline.
Jay ready to end things.
Stop after stop after stop.
And one more for good measure.
He can't seem to find any answer here.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
And a stop to the gut, too. Oh, ouch.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy.
Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Into the wicked DDT. Great counter. Well-executed suplex. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
And Sami ended it there. Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Old
bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Oh, what a knee strike.
Climbing the cage?
Honestly, not a great move.
From the top! Are you kidding me? Countdown underway. The odds about to no longer be even. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Hey guys, this is what War Games is all about.
Oh, this could be something!
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and that was a hell of a DDT there.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Displacing.
Jacob Fatu taking flight with the moonsault. No way Sammy recovers from that. Super kick!
So the color leader of the new bloodline has called himself the head of the table. Called himself a tribal chief.
And when he asks the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo is great in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Man, this place is...
Both wrists captured. That was nasty. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds. Up on their shoulder. That'll be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
Both wrists captured. Boom! Good night. What a knee. Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage, and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
His stamina is getting tested here.
Yeah, Tonga Loa showing plenty of...
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Even with a tap out, this submission can't end the match, but it'll sure do a world of physical harm.
So much for the submission hold.
Look out! Caught, sir.
Jacob Fatu taking flight.
Real athleticism from Jacob Fatu.
Jacob about to end this fight.
And while War Games may not have officially begun yet, these two are already ready to go to war.
That body drop. You see that? Height on that?
His body is showing the effects of this match.
Propped up in the corner.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here. And what's Sami saying with a big boom?
Zay has this wrapped up. He's looking poised to finish Tama off. And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. Top rope.
Now looking at Jay.
That could put Tama down for good.
Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Beluga kick in the corner.
He's saying closing this out.
Oh, using that hammer like this was a track and field event.
Jim textbook jumping clothesline.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Oh my! Holding the table with surprising accuracy. Soaring. the scale, let the War Games roll. He's got top rope.
And now Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy with a game ender.
And Tangaloa has taken on a lot of damage in this match.
Tangaloa might be dangerously close to being put away.
We're seconds away from these teams being in even strength.
Scoop slam sets things up.
He's starting to look bad.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot.
Jacob sidestepped that. So quick.
Teams even, doors locked. Welcome to the match beyond. From here on out, anything goes.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
He manages to slip out of the way. Narrowly escaping there. Vicious right forward.
Placed him in the corner here. And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
There's some power behind that punch.
Springboard at the top.
Stomp to the guts.
He's trying again. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
What a DDT. Wow. Can Reigns recover from that?
Despicable. That was simply a despicable display we just saw.
Both wrists captured. Tangaloa put a stamp on this one. Running FTO plants.
Nicely done. Vicious right forward. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Samoan driver. Shoulders down. Jacob going to end it here. And the count stopped short of 2.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
And just unloading that stop sign. He just gets him flying into the opposite ring.
Ooh. He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
And Reigns
got all of it.
And some late game offense from Jacob Fatu finds the mark.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu is somehow sustaining the advantage despite everything he's been through.
And Sammy in a pinning predicament. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
You gotta be kidding me. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for a fan.
You gotta have an aptitude for pain because it just keeps coming. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
Tossed into the trench, and he's in a...
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Kicks out after 1.
How this match is still going on defies all reasoning. Reigns just bludgeoning his opponent in the corner. A clinic of counters being thrown by these competitors.
With all these blows in the head, he has to be disoriented.
Oh, he got the jam.
And now with the cover. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match?
He tosses him over and into the other ring.
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the up.
Both wrists captured.
Boom! Good night. What a knee. And Tangaloa to close things out.
2. Oh, got the shoulder up. I can't believe this match is going to continue.
Every kick out taking so much energy to muster. Oh no. It looks like that busted him open pretty bad. And his body seems to be the focus of the attack. Jay concealing him. Looking for the victory. And now Tonga. Oh, just gouging the face. That's not feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Breaks the pin and makes the save.
Big fall.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Down in a hurry. Star. Oh, what a steal by Reigns. Wow, Reigns nailed it.
And so much damage has been done to the head here. This is looking grim.
Yeah, I really don't like the looks of this. Can we get medical attention out here?
It's an into the ropes and a short elbow to the back.
Jimmy Uso looking to secure it.
Sammy ended it there. From the top. Snapmare takedown.
That might have put it away. There's two. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.
Pessoal, vamos ter que parar a live por aqui. Vemo-nos no próximo episódio. Espero que estejam a gostar. Ainda devemos ter mais algumas horas para acabar o showcase, mas estamos a ir muito bem. É um grande show, sinceramente. É o maior que já vi. Espero que tenham gostado. Deixem o vosso comentário e like no canal e vemo-nos no próximo episódio. Pois, out. Bye.